All right, hey, how's it going? We're here. We're drawing on Friday night. I'm Matt, and with me is Ed. Ed is from the
Hey,
internet. Hey, Ed.
are the mics on?
Yeah, the mics are on. The mics are on this
Okay,
time.
just double checking.
All right, we're restarting now.
It's all good.
We did this before, and it was a big old failure.
Yeah.
We got some cool drawings.
But now people won't get this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll miss out on the sideshow mail and all that.
Yeah. Maybe I'll open.
I can't see your screen, by the way.
Oh, you can't see my screen. Okay, let me share your screen. Okay.
There it is. Okay.
Sharing the screen.
Hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah. Speaking of hell yeah, let's draw ourselves a nice little devil.
Yeah. Are you sure this is streaming right now?
I'm not
I
sure.
don't see it.
It should be.
Oh man.
Let me check.
But just
Yeah, it is.
send me the link then in the Google chat and all.
Stream health.
Oh, there it is.
Healthy. You got it?
Oh yeah, we're good now.
We're good to go.
We're rolling.
Now we're gonna draw a nice devil.
What are you drawing? The devil. Oh yeah, it's looking good. I see that. I see them horns.
Yeah. The thing about the devil is, the devil will give you what you want, but there's a catch. Like, say you want a bicycle. Well, devil's gonna give you that bicycle. There's gonna be a catch. Like, the bicycle seat isn't there. And then you gotta ride that bike without a seat. And you're like, God damn it, devil, you got me.
You got me, and I have to ride it too.
Yeah. You gotta ride
I
it.
mean, I gotta get to work somehow. Oh, that's good. It's a smiling devil.
He's a little scamp.
Yeah, it looks like an insincere smile. You know, I wouldn't trust this devil.
No, don't trust the devil.
I trust some devils, but not this one.
Oh man, what is the devil doing? You gotta give the devil an action. I think he's gotta be holding like a pitchfork or something, right? Probably.
Yeah, he's got a pitchfork. He's like forking some hay. I mean, what do they use those pitchforks for?
Yeah, they 4K.
Yeah, they go like there's a lot of hay in hell. I mean, they gotta feed the horses, the hell horses.
Now this is some good lore, guys. If you don't know,
Yeah, draw.
hell is for horses.
That's right. Draw one of them hell horses next.
All right.
I mean, if you can draw, can you draw horses like just
Yeah, I can kind
without
of.
looking at a reference?
I've gotten better at it. I never drew them as a kid because I always hated. I didn't like horses. I thought they were dumb. But now I think they're all right.
I mean, they're pretty cool. I'm just bad at drawing them. A hell horse, though. You gotta have like horns on
it's
it.
gotta be
it's
like,
it's gotta be out on fire.
Oh, I wish I knew how to draw like a horse skull though, because horse skulls are cool. They always look really creepy.
I'm not sure I've even seen a lot of horse skulls.
What?
Not out in the wild, at
Oh.
least. I mean, aren't they usually like in the desert?
Yeah, in
There's
the
like
desert.
a horse skull just sitting there,
I mean, like any
or
sort
like
of,
I guess like a goat skull.
yeah, like goat, any sort of four-legged animal with like a long face has got like a creepy skull.
Oh, that's right. Oh, hey, what's up? Couple friends in the chat.
Oh, what up, Dream Warrior and Bazookles? Oh, okay, Bazookles. We're not sitting in a tree. We're sitting in chairs. We're sitting in computer chairs, and we're not kissing. All right. Okay. Look, we're having fun here, but not at anyone else's expense. Oh my god, so embarrassing. It just completely ridiculed both of us.
You just been owned.
Ah, god damn it! I got owned on my own live stream. Ah. I hate getting owned on the
All
internet.
right, I'm looking up horse skulls right now. I just got all my windows arranged so I can look at the chat and the stream and everything, and horse skulls all at the same time.
Nice.
Oh, so that's what a horse skull looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever seen a horse skull before. I mean, I don't know.
That's crazy. Do you
Where
ever
I would
go out
see
into the
one.
desert? You basically live around like, I mean, probably not
very.
close to
Only when I gotta like bury a body or something.
Oh,
Like I don't know,
shit.
because the desert's the best place to do that.
Running out of room. I gotta size manage these things better. Size manage? Yes.
Well, this is a hell horse, so you know, like they're a little smaller than regular horses in hell.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're like tiny, but they eat a lot of hay.
And they got two horns, unlike those monarch horns. That's what they're called, right?
Mono horns? Yeah, he's got a duo horn. He's got duo horns.
Those horses that have a single horn, they're called monarch horns.
Monocorns.
That's what they call them.
Was that from this one or the last one? Did we explain that? Oh no.
Ah, it's all right.
That's
We were
all right.
talking about like uni versus mono in the earlier.
Hey, YouTube,
it's okay.
Interact. Tell me, what do you like to say, uni or mono better? Leave a comment below, and then get in the
All right,
fight.
they got those pointy hell tails.
I think I can draw legs. Okay.
See, there's hell.
Oh. Yeah.
Those hell tails are good because like when you need to point in a direction, you've got an arrow right there on your
yeah.
tail, right?
I always like the arrow tails.
Nobody in hell ever gets lost. Yeah, that looks good. People are good at giving directions in hell because of their tails.
Watching. All right, we gotta make a big pile of hay over here. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. It's a giant pile of hay.
Oh yeah, Fat Albert is another thing that I've just never seen, but I've like heard it referenced so many times.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if I've ever seen an episode, but it is something that like is like a huge cultural thing where like a lot of people know about it and reference it.
And wasn't there a Fat Albert movie like a few years ago?
Yeah, it was Keenan Thompson.
A live action one. I just remember hearing like at the end of the movie, Fat Albert dies or something. Like
what?
or like they cut to the future and show his funeral or something. I don't know. If he died of like recently or what?
Why?
I don't know. Well, let me look. Maybe I better look this up instead of just.
We gotta get some
saying
fact.
that was-
We gotta get some fact checks
Okay.
on this. That sounds crazy.
Fat Albert, 2004. Let's see the spoilers for Fat Albert. Oh, holy shit! Yeah, So it says here, like, sometime I skipped to the end of the like plot synopsis, and it says sometime later, Mr. Cosby and his friends. This was 2004, by the way. Mr. Cosby and his friends stand in front of their old friend Albert Robertson's grave.
Jeez.
As the camera pans on each of the men, images of their counterparts are seen. Blah blah blah. Yeah, so yeah, it does cut to them at Fat Albert's grave.
That's insane. I can't believe.
I mean, it looks like there's some craziness about like Fat Albert in this movie. He is a cartoon, but he like comes out of the TV and becomes a real person or something.
Sounds terrible. I mean, I don't know anyone I know that saw the movie, or we've never talked about it. Nobody I've ever been around has ever said, "Hey, you want to talk about the Fat Albert movie?" And they've been like,
yeah, I wonder. I don't even know where I heard about that ending.
I saw a thing on Tumblr where apparently Scrappy Doo is the villain of the Scooby-Doo movie, and I had no idea that was the case. And they like kill Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, I think I actually saw that. If it was the first Scooby-Doo movie.
That's crazy.
Like they pull the mask off at the end, and it's Scrappy Doo, little CGI Scrappy Doo.
That's insane. I mean, I know they want to kill. You can't do that in a kids movie.
I don't know if they actually kill him though.
He was getting shocked. It looks like he was getting tortured. Yeah, maybe they don't kill him, but it was kind of gruesome.
Wow. I think actually I know James Gunn wrote that movie, so he probably would put something that crazy in there.
What else did he write? Who's James Gunn?
He did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Most recently.
I haven't seen that.
Plus, he's done like a bunch of like horror movies and stuff too.
Cool. Here we go. Here's a nice hell tableau. This is what I'm talking about. You get like a nice, good picture. Should probably clarify he's not standing on the hay. He's behind here.
Oh yeah, the hay is in the foreground.
Yeah.
Like that, the old saying goes, the hay is in the foreground.
The hay is in the foreground. That's what the old farmers say.
Oh wow. So I'm watching the Fat Albert ending. It's one of those videos where somebody's just pointing the camera at their TV though.
Oh yeah, that's how you get around.
It's Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby at the grave with all his friends, and then like as it pans over them, it's flashing to I guess their younger selves. This is a weird, sad ending. Man, whoever recorded their TV screen just couldn't hold the camera straight. They were so emotionally affected by this ending that they're just shaking around.
Wait, does Fat Albert have a hat? Or am I thinking of one of his friends?
He has a hat, doesn't he? Hold on, let me get back to the other page.
I won't. One of the things is I won't look.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't?
Yeah, he doesn't have a hat.
I'm not gonna Google him and search something because that'll ruin it.
Oh, are you drawing him like in a coffin?
This is terrible.
That lid's never gonna close.
Oh my god. Yeah, I gotta. Okay, how do we
Isn't there like one character named Mushmouth?
Yeah,
has like a
Mushmouth.
Has like a hat that goes over his head or like over his face or something.
Yeah. Wait, they're usually split into Mushmouth. I think I would get Top Cat and Fat Albert gang people confused though. I feel like if I had to name them,
You get what's
if they had a name, if
you
there
get
was like
what
a
confu-
lineup with names, I probably wouldn't mess them up. Mushmouth. Okay.
Holy shit, man! I thought you died until I saw you on my brother and me.
Oh yeah, I did.
It says Melody Verse. You were on that?
My brother. No, I wasn't on it.
Oh, you did an animation.
Oh, that's what Melody Burst is saying in the chat. That you were saying you thought I had died.
I'm just quoting. I'm just stealing. I'm quoting him, pretending like I know.
Yes, I'm not dead. I've been working and trying to be famous. I don't know. Get new stuff.
That's why people do animation, to become famous, right?
Yes, I've been trying to get my career started and whatever.
Oh, do coffins have like two separate doors like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah, so you can. Oh,
maybe I'm thinking of like
the front half.
If you just want to look at the legs. What if? I guess yeah. You know they have like an open casket. I don't know if they do that in real life or just in movies. But
they do.
What if they just opened up the leg part of the coffin? Anyone who wants to view the deceased legs.
You know, he was never a looker, but those legs, wow.
Also, I like that his legs are like bent up to fit in the coffin. Like, it's not living long enough.
Yeah, instead of just getting a coffin that would fit him, they were like,
they couldn't afford a.
They couldn't afford it.
Full-size one.
Yeah, I don't think they were like well off, were they? They just sort of like were street kids.
Nah. Now it's time to view the deceased's knees. I gotta see those dead knees.
Gotta see those dead knees one last time before they put him in the ground.
Yeah, when I do a Google search for coffin, I'm only seeing like these single lid coffins. Oh hell, there's one.
You need to look up casket. Maybe that's why.
Okay. You know what's fun? Let's like when you picture someone opening a coffin. What's like is there like a image, like a specific image you think of? Because there is for me.
Wait, an image of somebody opening up a coffin?
Yeah, like when I was trying to picture what a coffin looks like, when you open it with the two lid, like there's a specific reference point that I'm thinking of, and it's really dumb.
I'm not sure I do. I did a cartoon like 2 years ago about a coffin. It was like a dumb Scooby-Doo type cartoon about a coffin that comes to life. It was really dumb. And he only comes to life. It was one of those things where it was like you're pitching the premise and you're like, you gotta do this, and then actually doing it was like so weird. But the premise is that he's a coffin that gets cursed, and whenever he has a body, he comes to life. But if the body falls out, he's lifeless. So he's like Frosty the Snowman, but he has to have a body inside of him.
This sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Wasn't like on your channel?
It's on a different channel. I think I have a link to it on my channel. It's called like Coffee and the Coffin Kids. I was pretty proud of myself for drawing a coffin that was also a person. Pretty big challenge.
What was the one you did for Bam?
My brother and me. Yeah. I did a like an interstitial cartoon. So like when they're talking about something, and it's like a cartoon flashback of like what they're talking about. So it's like,
oh, okay, cool.
They're playing basketball, and it's them like doing basketball stuff. And I know the director of that show, and he like emailed me and was like, "We have a week to do this. Can you do it?" And I was like, "All right, I'll do it."
Nice. Is that always good to hear? You've got a week to animate this whole thing.
It was over Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was over Thanksgiving too, and I was like, I can't do it. I'm going away.
Put down the turkey and draw those frames.
Yeah, pretty much. That's actually when I watched The Simpsons, because I just stayed home and animated. And,
oh, nice.
Or I brought my laptop and I sat it in front of the TV and I watched The Simpsons, and it was fun.
Yeah, it's a good show to watch while animating. Like I've done that before too. Just put it on the background.
Something I forget, it was like John Kay or somebody who did Ren and Stimpy was like, don't distract yourself while you're animating. Turn off that music. And I'm like, you're insane.
Yeah, I have to constantly have something playing
Yeah.
in the background.
You know how tedious this is?
Yeah, I need it distracting me. I mean, I haven't been animating much lately, but I've just been drawing this comic, and it's the same thing. Like I'll put something on and kind of half watch it anytime I'm drawing it.
Oh yeah, are you drawing new Where's My Shoe comics?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So whenever I draw that, I'll be watching something.
Nice. Hell yeah.
That's the only way I'll watch every episode of fucking Downton Abbey or something.
Yeah.
That's a good show to watch in the background.
I've gone through a bunch of like house buying shows and all that stuff, and I'm going through Mystery Science Theater 3000. Did you ever watch that one growing up?
No, I've never actually seen that.
Wow.
But I kind of know what it is, just from hearing about it. But yeah, I've never seen it. But it actually was recently put on Netflix, so I might check it out.
That's why I did it. It's one of those shows. I feel like it's like The Simpsons, where it's like if you watched it as a kid, you were into it. Like that was one of your shows. That's like a huge influence on a lot of people I know.
Yeah, I definitely hear people mention it all the time. But like I don't know, was it just like a regular TV show or what? How did it originally air?
Yeah, it was on. I think it originally started on like public access, and then was on Comedy Central. But it's just a show that's like where they watch and make fun of movies. Like the show is just a vehicle for them to make fun of terrible movies and riff on them and stuff. What should I draw next? What should we draw next?
What cartoon character can die next?
What for the 3 people watching on YouTube? What should we draw next? Yeah, what cartoon character dies next? You name it, and I'll draw it in a funeral. Whoever you want to see.
Cram him into who's like a really tall character and put in a coffin. I gotta say, like when I was trying to picture like a coffin opening, like what it would look like. It's so dumb. Like I picture the fucking scene from Lost where a character's opening a coffin.
What?
Like I don't know why that show specifically.
Oh, I've never seen Lost.
There's a lot of coffins in Lost.
There were what?
Yeah, there's a lot of like people opening coffins, and sometimes there being a dead body inside. Sometimes the coffin's empty. You know, there's a lot of coffins in that show.
That's crazy.
Like there's one episode where a character's looking in a coffin and like they don't reveal who's in it, and it was like a whole like season-long mystery of who's in the coffin.
Wait, so they're dead in the coffin?
Well, you see a character looking.
What?
You see a character, they go to somebody's like wake and they're looking in a coffin at the dead body, but we don't know who it is. And then I
see what you're saying.
Yeah, and then like the final shot of the season, they reveal who's in the coffin. That was a big mystery.
The way that I thought you were talking about was like someone's in this coffin and they're just waiting and they're peeking out, and at the end of the season they'll pop out and tell you who's in the coffin.
It was me.
It was me. I was in the coffin the whole time.
Oh yeah, I just googled Lost Coffin to see what comes up.
Lost Coffin.
I forgot they actually filmed like they filmed like fake endings with different people in the coffin. So like when I Google it, there's like different images of 3 different people lying in this coffin. It's pretty funny. They're all dead though. They're not like waiting to reveal, to jump out and say, "What's up?"
It's just like that Simpsons alternate.
I was just
who shot Mr. Burns. They just show all of them shooting Mr. Burns.
Oh yeah, it is just it's the same thing. Just every character shooting him for no reason.
Yeah, just to cover our bases, we had everyone shoot Mr. Burns.
Yeah, they were like real secretive about that.
Yeah, I don't know if they could get away with that anymore. I wonder if a show could get
Yeah, I
away
don't think
with
so.
being
No way.
secret.
Something always. I mean, even with that episode of Lost I was talking about, I remember at the time, like there was like the whole fucking plot of the episode was leaked before it even aired. Like that happens every time now with any show that tries to keep something secret.
The Simpsons, like they
Also, people now, because
Go ahead.
well, I was saying now with the internet, everyone like totally like over like analyzes every frame of the show that has some kind of mystery now,
Yeah, it's
and
weird.
so they can't really hide anything.
Yeah, I think Rick and Morty is pretty good at that. Like I think some people I've seen like they've decoded things, but I think they're pretty good at hiding stuff. It seems like they're pretty good at hiding stuff, or at least like being cryptic
Well,
enough.
they don't really have like an ongoing like mystery.
I think they
aspect
do
to Rick
though.
and Morty.
That's the thing.
Really,
I
do
think
they?
they're really good. Is I think they do have a mystery because I think people are. I don't know if you Google about like Rick and Morty theories, there's all this stuff about like how episodes are in different universes. Well, I mean they obviously have different universes, but like
Yeah.
we're like you always assume watching it that it's like the same Rick and Morty, but people are like they don't think it is. They think it's different ones, and it has.
Yeah,
to,
but
it has,
that's all. That is all like fan fiction-y stuff to me.
But I think
don't
it's
really
true.
Think that you do. See, I don't think the creators of the show are really thinking about it in that way.
But I think they.
It's like way.
I think Dan Harmon.
It sounds way
is.
too complicated.
But that's why I think it's. I think it is because that shows. I think if any show does it, it's probably that one.
Well, people thought that about Community as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think
Did you watch Community?
those were like fun. I mean, that's like a real show. I don't know. Yeah, you're right about the Yahtzee.
Well, because people had those. Yeah, people had conspiracy theories about how after that episode with the different timelines, how we were actually watching the bad timeline or something.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of works, but yeah, I think that is fan fiction. I do kind of hate that. But I think for Rick and Morty, it might be true. So
I guess I just usually think that the more complicated and conspiracy theory they sound, it usually means it's not going to be real.
like when I hear like Jar Jar Binks is like a Sith master, I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, stuff like that.
What are you doing? You're just trying to get those sweet clicks.
And Samuel L. Jackson or Mace Windu is Emperor Snoke, right? Isn't that the other big one? I heard that somewhere.
Why?
I didn't really care for that Emperor Snoke. It was too much of a big, like, Lord of the Rings monster. I don't know.
Why is he so big? He's so big.
Well, I guess he's not really big. It's like a hologram.
Yeah, but why is the hologram so
Isn't that
big?
the thing? Maybe he's really tiny. He just wants people to think he's huge. He's overcompensating. I've actually been listening to a Star Wars podcast recently. That's why I heard that Emperor Snoke stuff.
I know he's got a big dent in his forehead.
Is that
and I don't know what his body looks like though.
Oh wait, is this Snoke that you're drawing?
Yeah, I'm trying to draw.
I don't even know what Snoke looks like from memory.
He kind of.
No, he's just like a huge monster.
Yeah, he's just kind of like a generic like monster with a big forehead and like a big dent. I think like somebody bashed his skull in.
Oh yeah, he does have that. Yeah, I didn't even remember that he had that dent.
The theory that like might make sense is that he was the Emperor's daddy or whatever. Not daddy, but like Jedi daddy, Sith daddy. He's a Sith daddy.
Right.
And
Well, they put that dent there, so they're gonna at some point they'll have a prequel where they show a character getting dented in the forehead.
yeah. Did you ever wonder
The
where
art-
his dent came from? Now you can with the Star Wars prequel. Star Wars Dent 1.
Yeah, when I searched Snoke right now, one of the first images is Snoke next to a picture of Mace Windu.
Ugh.
See, they're both bald.
You got
They
him.
look so much alike. It's not like Mace. I guess Mace Windu banged his head in the third prequel movie. That's how I got that dent.
Well, how do you bang his head?
Mace Windu, how does he die again?
He gets.
I guess doesn't he get thrown out a window?
I think he gets chopped up first, and then he gets thrown out a window. I think they slice something off of him, and then he chucks him out a window.
Yeah, they probably cut off his hand or something. He does like the lightning zap on him first.
Yeah, he does.
And doesn't he? He's like reflecting the lightning powers with his lightsaber. What a dumb movie.
What a dumb.
Star Wars is dumb.
Star Wars is dumb.
But isn't he?
My favorite.
Isn't he like he reflects the lightning power?
He does.
And then that's like the origin of how. That's how Emperor's face gets all fucked up.
I remember seeing that in the theaters and thinking.
Ricochets.
Yeah, I was so excited to be at least like, how does it happen? And then when it did happen, I was like, oh, that's so dumb. So stupid.
That's basically all three of the prequels. You're like, oh, that's how it happened.
Oh, that's how. My favorite part of the prequels is when I went to see it and Anakin gets he catches on fire and some lady behind me goes, dang, he all burnt and crispy. And I was like, well, that was the most entertaining thing that happened to me in the movie. just her real reaction to what was going on.
I think I've only seen the prequels once, or maybe twice in their entirety, but I feel like I've seen them a lot more just because I've watched like the Mr. Plinkett reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
It feels like I've watched them multiple times.
Try it.
Like I've definitely watched those Plinkett videos more times than the actual movie.
Yeah, I think you're right. I've watched those.
Is this Darth Vader or Magneto?
Drawing is always good when you can't. You gotta. Who is it? I can't tell. I was trying to draw Darth Vader, but I can't. Darth Vader.
Yeah, that helmet's hard to draw from memory.
He's also. Yeah. He's just also just like all darkness, so he's hard to draw. He's just like all dark parts. If that makes sense.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Yeah, when you're coloring it in, it's all makes it tricky.
I don't know, this doesn't look great. I don't know if I want to draw Darth Vader. He's too complicated.
Did Mace Windu's lightsaber mess him up because it was purple? Did that have a bigger effect on it?
I thought that made him stronger because he had a purple one.
Yeah, he's the only one only Jedi with a purple lightsaber.
Although not if you play. Did you ever play like what were those games? Knights of the Old Republic or something. I think you could make purple lightsabers.
Oh yeah, I played one of those. Yeah, you can customize them.
Yeah, you can change the crystals.
Maybe all the Jedi can. They're allowed to customize them, but most of them just pick green or blue for some reason.
Most of them are pretty lazy.
Yeah. Mace Windu's the one guy. It's like, I'm making my shit purple. Or I guess the Force decides what color they'll be. Because all the bad guys have red ones.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Bad guys only have red ones. Does that make it bad? I mean...
Yeah, once you go to the dark side, it turns it red.
That's why I only draw in red. Because all these drawings are bad. On the bad side.
Oh, yeah.
I just dissed myself. Take that, comment section. You can't get me if I get myself first.
I'm sure there's like extended universe stuff that actually explains like in extensive detail how the lightsabers work and why why they are what color they are. I mean, I could look at Wikipedia, which is the best wiki name, by the way.
Wikipedia, yeah.
It's pretty good.
It is.
Are there any other wikis that have a name like that?
I don't think so. I tried to I made a joke once about how the Star Trek Wikipedia would be called like Trekipedia or something, and some guy was. I mean, he knew he was just joking around, but he was like, actually, it's called Alpha 9 or Memory 9 or something.
Memory Alpha, yeah.
Memory Alpha, that's what it is. I was like,
yeah,
right,
I didn't even know.
Joke.
Actually, I understand it's a joke, but actually, it's called Memory Alpha.
I was like, I know you're joking, but it's actually Memory Alpha.
And there's a separate wiki for non-canonical Star Trek information called Memory Beta.
Really?
That's actually true. I only know because I only started watching Star Trek just last year. And so I was kind of looking at the wiki during some episodes to find out information.
Yeah, I never really got into it, and I tried watching a little bit, but I still never really took.
Yeah, I only watched... I hadn't really seen any of the Star Trek TV shows until just last year, because it's all on Netflix, so I watched a bunch of Next Generation.
Did you watch... Oh, yeah, you watched Next Generation? That seems to be the one that a lot of people like the most.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people's favorite.
Unless you
either that or
grew up with the original.
Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I never really watched the original, except maybe like one episode I saw.
Deep Space Nine.
Actually, I watched the episode with.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Deep Space Nine seems to be like the favorite of like sort of the hardcore nerds, where they're like, "This is really good."
Yeah, I think you're right. Like Deep Space Nine is more kind of like serialized or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what the Pokemon Wiki is called?
Bulbapedia.
That is, but wouldn't it? Why not like
Pikapedia?
I don't know.
Wikipedia?
I guess that doesn't sound much. Yeah, Wikipedia. I don't know. But why Bulbapedia? Like why?
I don't know.
Why Bulbas?
It's been that way for a long time. I don't know. I think it's just they messed up and now it's just stuck.
Yeah, they fucked that. They had to stick with it. They couldn't just start a new wiki from scratch.
I know this because I play a lot of Pokemon, and the Bulbapedia is like focused on a lot of the anime's information is first, but like you always gotta scroll past that, and there's always like a ton of anime information that I don't care about. Hello, if you're listening, Bulbapedia, I don't care.
So they didn't have a separate wiki for like the video game universe versus the animated one.
There's like different websites with like databases and stuff, but you know, if you want all that information in one place, you gotta go to Bulbapedia.
Isn't Bulbasaur like number one on the Pokemon list or something?
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Isn't he the first one?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Number one.
We solved the mystery. Is this Data?
Yeah.
This character? I recognize that guy anywhere. Even without those yellow eyes.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. Just gonna draw a pantsless Data right here.
Brent Spiner shoved those contact lenses into his eyes for 7 years. You better remember they were yellow. He suffered for his art. I wonder if he was ever like, hey, can we come up with like a sci-fi reason for Data's eyes to change color so I don't have to keep wearing these?
I'm pretty sure they could. They could just be like, oh, we just upgraded you with more accurate eyes. It wouldn't be that hard.
And we changed your skin color too. You're not pale white anymore. That's when they get to like season 10 of the show. He's like, God, I'm so sick of putting on this makeup. I feel like I've seen other sci-fi shows where they did do something like that, or like where there's like an alien character who wears a lot of makeup, and they had to keep coming up with reasons for that character to save money on putting on all that makeup. We got to put on Patrick Stewart's bald cap again for this scene.
He actually has a lot of hair. Very lush head of hair.
That's his biggest secret. He's not really bald.
Does he have a tiny bit of hair? He's got like wisps of hair, I feel like, in Star Trek.
Oh yeah, he's got those like side hairs. I think he's totally bald in X-Men.
Yeah.
He shaves the side parts.
He's Professor
Oh,
X.
hey, Rissy. Rissy in the chat. What's going on?
He's Professor X-Men.
This is Matt. Matt's the one drawing, by the way, in case it's not obvious.
You can take credit. You can take. Hey, these are all Ed's works. Wow, so beautiful, so great. I wonder.
I noticed in Logan, Professor X, the side hairs grew back. He wasn't shaving them anymore. So I guess Professor X had been shaving all those years.
But
the side hairs.
Wait, but didn't they reveal? Okay, I didn't watch any. I haven't seen a lot of movies, but did you watch that last X-Men movie with like the young Professor X?
Yeah, I've watched all.
Okay.
I watched all his X-Men's.
In the trailer for it, it's like I think it's Apocalypse, right? And it's like really dramatic, and it's like, and at the end of the trailer, there's a big reveal, and it's him in the wheelchair, and he's bald.
Yeah. Actually, the way he became bald, it's actually kind of similar to that fucking Mace Windu lightning thing. It's actually pretty similar.
It's so
like,
stupid.
Yeah, like the Apocalypse villain. He does something to his powers make Professor X's hair fall out somehow.
Oh, that's so dumb. I remember seeing that and being like, that's so stupid.
It was pretty silly.
Where's this groovy music coming from? This groovy music is classical music that's royalty free on YouTube because you can't play copyrighted music. You can't hear it, but there's classical music playing underneath.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Oh God, how does it's a Star Trek costume? I know they have like it's a big triangle across. Right, there we go. Big triangle. Ay caramba. Data, where's your wiener? Oh boy.
I think one of those Ferengi stole it.
One of those dang Ferengis stole my wiener, Captain.
I haven't watched every episode of Next Generation. I don't know if there's a flashback that shows how he became bald. An alien made him lose his hair.
Oh, I hope they make a prequel. I wonder if they're gonna make a movie. I bet they will of Star Trek: The Next Generation. I have a feeling they will someday.
With like a whole new cast as Picard and Data and all that.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty weird. They should get James McAvoy, who played the young Professor X, to also play the young Picard.
That'd be really good. The Ferengis have like.
I even saw a video of him shaving his head for the new Star Trek, and like while he had like Patrick Stewart over like Skype watching him shave his head, to be like, I gotta match your baldness just right.
That's so weird. I don't know what this little Ferengi looks like. Do they have big foreheads?
Oh, I thought this was gonna be like Princess Leia at first with the hair. Ferengi, I think Ferengi are all bald, aren't they?
I think so, but those are his ears. Don't Ferengi have they got swirly ears?
Yeah, they got those big giant ears that are kind of connected to their brow.
Yeah. There, we got a Ferengi, and he's stolen Data's wiener. And this is canon. Suck it, Gene Roddenberry.
I don't know if we've ever seen a female Ferengi, because the Ferengis are kind of creeps from what I've seen.
Yeah, they're probably all just dudes. Probably a bunch of creeps.
Oh yeah, here's a lady Ferengi. Although it's just fan art though, it's not a screenshot from the show.
Thank you, Rissy. Thank you for saying the art is as beautiful as the music playing.
It's very appropriate to have, you know, classical music for this very classy drawing.
And now, we present to you Bach's Brandenburg Concerto over a wienerless Data.
Oh, that's right. The Ferengi have this weird custom of the female Ferengis have to be naked or something.
What? Is
Like, that was actually in the show. Yeah, that's in the show that they said that.
That's so strange. So weird.
Yeah, they're weird guys. Those Ferengis.
Should go back to I'm gonna open that other picture. Just so we have that one. What should I draw next? What should we draw next?
Draw a Power Ranger.
Oh, Power Ranger, topical.
I actually just watched yesterday have you seen that short film? It's like a gritty reboot of Power Rangers.
No.
Power/Rangers.
Mm-mm.
It's been out a while, but I just saw it yesterday. It's pretty funny.
I was never into
got a
Power Rangers. I would watch a bunch of episodes because they were always on like after school, and I had to stay after school for like.
Yeah, I watched it when I was a kid, but like I haven't seen it since then, and like I didn't actually believe that it was a good show.
No, it was very obvious that it was like. I know a lot of shows are probably like formulaic, but it was very obvious to me how formulaic it was. It was just like.
Right.
It was really obvious, like, oh, the kids do something, they fight, and then they get big. I don't know. It was the same exact thing.
Giant robots.
Yeah, and then they always win, and I got really annoyed by that.
Did you know Bryan Cranston is Zordon in the new movie?
Yeah.
That's the one thing I want to see from the new movie. They didn't show him in the trailer though. I just want to see what he looks like.
I saw him in one
giant floating head.
He's in some trailers, I think.
I don't think so. I looked it up yesterday and I couldn't find an image of him.
Oh, you gotta check out more trailers because he's definitely in there. The effect is weird because it's just like a visualizer effect of like sound, but it's like a face. I don't know how to explain it.
I'm only seeing like photoshopped images of like Walter White in that giant tube.
How does a Power Ranger helmet go? This is so hard. How do you?
Oh wait, okay. Is this what Zordon looks like in the movie? This is weird. It's like it looks like one of those, you know, those things that have like the pins in them, and you can like push your hand or your face into it, and it makes the imprint.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Am I
what
describing that well?
Yeah. Like those pin things. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I could probably draw Alpha better.
I mean, I guess that's fine.
I'm gonna draw Memory Alpha instead.
And Elizabeth Banks is Rita Repulsa. Looks like a character from a sci-fi show, like Farscape is what I'm thinking of.
I don't get why her name is still Rita Repulsa. Her name is it's Repulsa, right? She should be like repulsive.
Yeah.
She's not that repulsive. I heard she's good in the movie, but it's strange that.
I mean, it looked like one of those Hunger Games type movies to me.
Yeah.
In the trailer.
I don't like that. It's.
I mean, right down to having Elizabeth Banks as a weird looking character, just like in Hunger Games.
Oh, I guess that's why she was cast, because she was in Hunger Games. She's. Yeah, I don't like that the movie is very like dark and not very colorful. Because one of the appeals to Power Rangers is that it's a colorful show. It's part of it's like candy.
Yeah, when I saw the trailer in the theater, like I didn't even realize it was Power Rangers until like the end of the trailer. Like when they revealed it, like it just looked like some generic kids getting superpowers movie.
It's not Michael Bay, is it? It looks like a Michael Bay movie.
It does, but I didn't think it was him.
No.
Man, that's Zordon face. Super weird. I kind of like it though. Actually, it looks. It just looks weird. Yeah, I think a Power Rangers movie would be fun if they just made it really like ridiculous and cartoony. Like, and don't take it seriously at all. That's probably the way to do it.
I think this is Alpha. I think I'm nailing it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the Alpha's voiced by Bill Hader in the movie.
I think it's a pretty good casting choice. Be a pretty good Alpha.
I don't know why I sound like I care so much about this movie. I'm never actually going to see it. I don't really care.
I don't know. You're talking about a lot. It sounds like you might want to. You might have a little. You might
Yeah,
have a little flame
it
for
sounds
this
like
movie.
I care.
You should start a GoFundMe. GoFund me so I can see Power Rangers, the love of my life.
Just to buy a single movie ticket.
Rissy is asking if, I don't know who's asking too, but if we have any pranks planned for April Fools. I assume that's to you. You probably got some.
Well,
good
it's for
pranks.
both of us, I guess.
I don't have any pranks planned.
Yeah, I'm not really a prankster.
I don't like that.
I mean, I did consider that video I just posted, the thinking about Patinkin one on YouTube. I considered dropping that on April Fool's Day, but then I kind of changed my mind
Yeah.
and just intentionally put it up a day early, so it wasn't associated with April Fools at all. Yeah, I think I'm not that into April Fools.
Yeah, I don't know. It's easier just to be funny on regular days of the year.
Yeah.
Like April Fools is for people who are not normally people who are jokesters. They're like, this is the day for me to be a jokester.
It's a day for me to lie to everybody. Is it? It's not officially April 1st in your homeland, is it?
No. Oh yeah, I guess
Right
it is
now.
April 1st for you. Not for me.
Yeah.
Still got a couple hours to go.
Start getting ready.
Oh boy. Gotta get ready for all these
Seeing all those
all the website goofs.
funny jokes. Well, what's Twitter to do?
Ay 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 caramba. Oh wait. Oh, I wish I could draw really fast.
Isn't the rule?
Hmm?
Isn't the rule with April Fool's Day like you have to do the prank before 12 o'clock or you are the fool?
Wait
Right?
a minute.
Isn't that the law of April Fool's Day?
Wait, okay. What was I was literally just watching something that was explaining this. I don't think we have that in America. Maybe.
Oh, is that like an Australian?
I think it might be British. I think it's a British and Australian thing. Oh, I think it was. I must have been watching like a Red Letter Media thing. I think I was watching a Best of the Worst, and they watch a movie called April Fools, and they're like,
I feel like I saw that one. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's a recent one, and they're watching this movie, and all this bad stuff is happening, and they're like, we just have to wait till noon, and then they explain like, and it's weird because I think it's done with British actors, and it might have been written by British actors, but I didn't. That's not a thing here where it ends, and I wish it was because that would be great.
Yeah. The other countries had to set like a cutoff time.
Like that's smart.
Yeah. Well, it's like 12:30 here right now, so we just missed the cutoff. I can't pull any pranks
No more goofs.
anymore. Yep, we just. Although I guess I'm trying to take into account daylight savings also ends here tonight, so
Yeah, you were
maybe if I turn the clock back early.
You were explaining that to me that this weekend was weird because it's also daylight savings, but you're also 15 hours ahead of me. So it was very difficult.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be 16. It's gonna be 16 hours tomorrow.
That's crazy. That's almost a whole day. How can someone be a
Yeah.
whole day ahead? That doesn't even
pretty
make
weird.
sense. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's kind of. It makes it hard to sometimes to schedule the stuff like this because I have to do it in the middle of the day every time.
Here we go. Here's Alpha 5 stuffed into a coffin. For anybody who's
Oh yeah, you should show them the Fat Albert one again too.
For a reference.
Yes, for anyone who missed it. Yeah.
No, wait, that was a long. Okay, there we go. For reference, we drew Fat Albert in a coffin because at the end of the Fat Albert movie, he dies.
The coffins are always too small as well.
The coffin is too
They're gonna have their
small.
legs. They must have to do that like for real sometimes in coffins, right? If you got someone who's like really tall and they don't want to get an extra size coffin,
Yeah.
they gotta bend those legs. I feel like I maybe saw that in an episode of 6 Feet Under at some point.
That's a show that I want to watch that looks good, but I never have. Because I like Michael C. Hall. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good show. I haven't seen it in like a long time. I watched it like pretty much as it aired, I guess. But yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what Alpha 5 sounded like.
He just has a high-pitched voice, and he goes, what does he sound like? He's like, hey, Power Rangers!
Yeah,
there's a
that's it.
robot attacking town! You gotta save it! Power Rangers, you gotta help me.
Wasn't the thing with that show like I probably wasn't aware of this when I was a kid, but like they just used the same footage from the Japanese version of Power Rangers, but like except for when they're out of their suits, they had American actors.
Yeah, it was real cheap. It was real cheap. They just took that footage and then would splice it in. So essentially they'd only have to make like half of a show.
Yeah.
And then they could...
Yeah, all the giant monsters and robots fighting are all that you don't see any actors in there, so it's fine.
Yeah.
They can use that footage.
Like they do their own martial
and
arts.
I think they
but
Rita Repulsa as well was from the Japanese version, right?
Yeah,
because they just dubbed her voice.
Japanese too, because she would never look like she synced up properly. That was a cheap ass show.
Does that mean yeah, they can just fucking show anything to kids. They'll eat it up.
Yeah, not me.
Watch this cheap ass show.
So
does that mean Rita Repulsa just never had a scene with any other actors? She's like always by herself looking through a big telescope or something.
I don't know. When they're in suits, I think sometimes it's Japanese footage too, right? So I think they could. But yeah, when they're humans, I guess there's no footage of them together, I would assume, right?
Well, they're still humans when they're wearing suits. Come on.
No, they're not humans. They become more than human. I think that's
I guess that's true.
When they wear those suits, they are not human anymore. They are not bound by the laws of humanity.
Did the suits kind of like magically like fly onto their bodies or something? I forget how they get into.
I think
how they suit up.
I think they just sort of like
they don't
cover them up like a shell. I think they just sort of appear on them.
Yeah.
I don't think they fly onto them like Gizmo Duck or something.
I was trying to think of that cartoon. I knew it was something with a duck. I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah. Woo.
I wonder if I could draw DuckTales. If I could draw DuckTales, Gizmo Duck. DuckTales is coming back.
It was Gizmo Duck. is a cartoon or like a live action
It's a
version?
cartoon. That
A,
looks
li-
that looks
a
good.
live action movie
It's
where
a live action
the live action DuckTales movie ends with Uncle Scrooge's funeral.
I mean, I think here's a weird fact: the guy who did the original voice of Scrooge McDuck, I think he's still alive, and I think he's like 100 years old now.
Yeah, he did the voice for like the remastered video game.
Yeah, maybe
few
not
years
the
ago.
original from like the 70s, but the DuckTales Scrooge McDuck is still alive, and he's like a Scottish actor.
Yeah, I actually did play that remastered DuckTales game,
That's a great.
so I
video
heard
game.
his new voice. Yeah, I even that's one I actually did play as a kid, the original version. The remaster is easier to play, I think.
This Gizmo Duck looks more
Like
like
I actually made it through the whole game.
Yeah. There's those bad
It's
guys.
like he's got like a RoboCop kind of helmet.
I think he was basically kind of based off of RoboCop, right? Maybe.
Sort of. Well, not really, because he isn't he? He's not permanently in robot form.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
he?
that's
Because he
true.
doesn't he say a magic word
Yeah,
and then the suit appears on him,
that's a good point.
like Iron Man,
Oh yeah,
isn't he?
he's like a ripoff of Iron Man.
Yeah. He can't fly though. He just has that one wheel. Yeah.
His one wheel. I like that. I always liked that he had one wheel. And he's got like a TV on his chest for some reason, and he's got like buttons and ships. And...
Yeah, you remembered way more about this character than I would. I couldn't even remember his name. I just knew there was some duck who had a robot suit.
I can picture him in my mind, but then
Sure.
drawing him is sometimes you don't remember. I don't know.
One of the top images that came up was Gizmo Duck with Iron Man.
I'm pretty sure this new cartoon is going to be pretty good. Normally, when they remake stuff, it's not great, but it looks pretty good. Have you seen those?
Oh, the new DuckTales.
Yeah, like when they redid those Mickey cartoons, like those new Mickey cartoons that they do, like those are like really well done. I like those a lot.
Okay. I haven't
You haven't seen
seen any
those?
like recent cartoons really.
They're really slick. Like they're really well animated, and like they have this great style to them. I don't know what they're called other than just like the new Mickey Mouse cartoons. I'm sure they have. I don't know who does them. He needs some tattoos, right? He needs like tribal tattoos.
Yeah, he's got some tribal tats. He's got some prison tats. He's got a teardrop under his eye. Oh wow, Huey, Dewey, and Louie are voiced by Russi Taylor. She's a Simpsons voice
yeah.
actor.
I used to be so into like voice actors and like listening to who did what and all the cartoons and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, all my like voice actor knowledge is from like The Simpsons mostly. Russi Taylor was. She does Martin Prince and Sherry and Terry and Uther on The Simpsons.
She still do it? One of them, didn't somebody stop doing them? Who was somebody who like quit?
The voice of Maud Flanders quit for like a few seasons,
Oh yeah, and then they killed her off, right?
and that's when they killed Maud Flanders. I think she came back though after that.
What?
I mean, not Maud Flanders didn't come back.
Oh,
No, the actress came back, but she voices other characters too. They did have one like Halloween special where they like summoned the ghost of Maud Flanders or something, and they had her do the voice. Yeah, I remember when she left, the replacement voice actress really sounded nothing. So it was good that they killed her off in that great episode. They couldn't just like not have the characters. I mean, you can have characters in. It's a good thing with animation, right? If you don't have the voice actor for a specific character, you can just draw them into the scene, and they don't have to say anything.
yeah.
You can get away with that in cartoons. You can't do it in live action though if an actor quits.
think I lost the. Blah, blah, blah. Oh no, I might have deleted it accidentally. I thought I had saved that image, that the first one we did before my computer crashed, but I think it's gone.
Is that the one with Maggie and
yeah, with Maggie,
Sideshow Mel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it! I might have to redraw.
It's too bad.
I'll redraw it.
Yeah, redraw that. Adult Maggie.
This will be the last one that I do.
Adult. Was it adult time traveling Maggie as well, or I forget? We came with a whole.
I think that's for the viewer to decide.
The whole story.
This is for you to figure out. Leave a comment below in the comment section.
Sorry. Breaking news, by the way. Breaking news.
Yeah.
The Alan Young, voice of Uncle Scrooge, died in 2016.
Okay, so I was
age
wrong.
96.
Breaking news, he died. Wow, I didn't know that.
Well, it wasn't that long ago that it happened.
I feel like I checked.
It's still pretty recent.
Yeah,
May.
I thought I had checked like within the year, but I guess I did not. That's sad. That's sad. He should never never have died.
He's got his Wikipedia pictures from him when he's like 20. So. they didn't use the old photo. It's him from 1944.
Jeez.
Well, he was also in Beverly Hills Cop 3.
What was
it's like he's one of his few roles that aren't voice acting.
This
I don't know. He played a character named Dave Thornton. Doesn't say any more information.
Wow.
Oh shit! This guy was the fucking guy in Mr. Ed.
The voice?
The main human guy.
Oh.
He's the fucking lead role of Mr. Ed. I had no idea. Wilbur.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
143 episodes of Mr. Ed.
Damn.
What else? There's also some of the Smurfs. She's in like fucking every cartoon, it looks like. At least once.
We had
100 episodes of DuckTales.
When I was in elementary school, for some reason or somehow, they got the voice of Papa Smurf to come to our school. And our school is not very big.
Oh, no way.
It was like a really small school. Probably like less than 500 kids at this assembly. And they had Dawes Butler. Like he just like talked. I don't remember what he talked about, but I remember thinking afterwards, like, wow, I wonder why he came to our school. It was really strange. We had Dawes Butler come to our school.
You had to make money somewhere.
I think that must have been what it was. You realize later, and you're like, oh, I guess that's kind of sad.
Mandy Patinkin plays Papa Smurf in the new Smurfs movie.
Really?
Which I only just found out because I made that video.
Oh yeah, Mandy Patinkin.
Yesterday. That's when I found out.
I like that you also put Hook as.
He kind of looks like a Papa Smurf. If you see him.
He does.
With the beard. Yeah.
Yeah, if you think this is Lisa, type it's Lisa in the comments. If you think it's Maggie, write yo yo yo, that's Maggie.
Wait, that's a donut, right? It's
Yeah,
not like
a donut.
It's not a CD.
No, this is a donut. Oh yeah, you gotta have like sprinkles.
You use some sprinkles on there. Yeah, you gotta have those sprinkles. That's the only thing separating a donut from a disc.
I always think of donuts because I like plain Krispy Kreme donuts. Do you know?
Oh hell yeah!
Do you have Krispy Kreme in Australia?
We don't have Krispy Kreme stores, or we don't have many of them. around. It's mostly 7-Eleven sells Krispy Kreme donuts, though. That's the main place
That's crazy.
where you can get them here.
That's good news.
And they only started doing that like a few years ago.
Yeah, I think they were.
Like still feels pretty recent.
I think they were a company that has expanded, doing better. But they used to be like a local.
But I've never actually.
Thing.
Yeah, but I've never actually been to like a Krispy Kreme store or whatever.
They're pretty good if you get their donuts.
You know, Alan Young also.
Yep.
Sorry. What were you gonna say?
No, I said the donuts are pretty good if you get them fresh off the thing. They are so good.
Yeah, I guess I've never had the super fresh ones, just those 7-Eleven ones.
Yeah.
Which are still pretty good, to be honest.
What were you saying?
Oh, Alan Young also voiced Haggis McHaggis in the Ren and Stimpy show.
Haggis. So wait, was he Scottish or was he American?
He must be American, right? He's a Mr. Ed.
Yeah, that was before
I mean, so he was born in the UK.
He was? Oh, okay, so then he might have.
Well, according to Wikipedia, he was a British-born Canadian-American actor.
Ah, okay.
So he's all those things. He's not Scottish though.
Lisa, it's your donut. Eat that donut, Lisa. You're riding a skateboard and you're holding a carbon rod. What's
he was also in The Curse of Monkey Island, the video game.
This guy
as Haggis McMutton, a similar name to the Ren and Stimpy character.
We need a Scottish guy.
Yeah, I actually like that name better than Haggis McHaggis.
Yeah.
Haggis McMutton.
It's a tad more creative.
Oh, and also in Static Shock, he played a character named Doctor. Can you guess Doctor? His last name?
Dr. Scotland.
Dr. McDonald.
Oh, it's close.
So pretty close.
Scotland.
This has been Alan Young's filmography.
This has been Alan Young's filmography. Brought to you by Krispy Kreme.
That's kind of how that fucking thinking about Patinkin thing started. I was like talking to someone, like talking about Mandy Patinkin for some reason. Being like, oh, he was in The Simpsons.
Who is he playing The Simpsons?
He was in Lisa's wedding, the future episode. He's the guy who almost marries Lisa.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
But like, he's really doing a character voice in that episode. He doesn't actually sound like Mandy Patinkin. He's like doing like a British character voice.
I like that. I like when actors do that. I don't like when they use their real voices on cartoons like The Simpsons.
Yeah, I like when I can't tell who the famous person is. Like Meryl Streep. I always forget that she was in an episode of The Simpsons because it doesn't sound like her to me at all.
What episode is she in?
She was Bart's girlfriend in that episode. Jessica Lovejoy. But like, you never know. It doesn't sound anything like her at all.
That's great.
Like every few years, I'll find out that she played that character, and it'll be like I'm hearing it for the first time. I always forget that it's her.
You've got the Memento thing, but for just that situation.
Yeah. I think they used to do that more in the early seasons of The Simpsons. They had famous people play characters instead of themselves. They did that more often, I think.
I like that better.
Yeah. Instead of these famous people just happen to be hanging out in Springfield.
Yeah. Shading.
Oh, it's Marge this time instead of Sashimel behind the wall.
Or is it?
Uh-oh, what's coming?
You know how there's like gender bending? This is like cartoon bending, where you're like, what? Hey man,
You're merging or marging two characters together?
Yeah.
I wonder if has there been an episode of The Simpsons where they used the fact that Marge and Sachemel have similar hair? That must have come up in 29 seasons of The Simpsons, right?
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, something that they do in the new Simpsons. I mean, a lot of things that they do that are disappointing. I can't remember, but yeah, they do a lot of disappointing stuff in the new Simpsons for sure. They're always trying to. I feel like the most
I guess
interesting.
that's true. Yeah.
The most interesting part of the new Simpsons now is whoever does the opening animations. Those are the things where I'm like, I want to see those. Because they'll get.
Oh yeah, I've seen a few of the couch gags.
Yeah, the couch gags.
They're pretty fun.
The couch gags are more interesting than the show now.
Yeah, I kind of like when they do like a 2-minute couch gag sometimes to really fill out that runtime. That's when the episode was short, I guess. They'll put in a 2-minute couch gag.
Oh yeah.
They should actually do an episode that is like the whole thing is the couch gag.
Ooh, that'd be funny.
After,
that'd be good.
Yeah, then right at the end it goes like da-da-da-da, and then the actual episode begins and it's like 30 seconds long, and then end credits. They should actually do that sometime.
I mean, that's the only way they generate. I feel like they do that to generate buzz. Because anytime I see anything about The Simpsons, it's like Bill Plimpton is doing a couch gag, or Rick or Morty did the couch gag for The Simpsons.
Yeah, totally. Or like I think the most recent new episode I watched was when they did the crossover with Futurama.
Oh yeah.
I checked that one out. Like it's only when they do some crazy different thing that I'll maybe look at it. Well, I never saw they did like a Lego episode as well, right? I didn't see that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like Lego. I don't like Lego things. They're weird.
You didn't like the Lego movie?
I loved Legos growing up. Did not like the Lego movie. It was weird. I didn't like it.
Was it like overhyped or anything?
No, I just saw it one day and it goes by really fast. It's really fast paced. And I just wanted to I wanted it to take it slow because everything is like kind of it's impressive. It's like cool to see all the Lego environments and it goes by so fast. Everything. Maybe it's just being like an old person being like, slow down a little bit. I want to see all the pretty things.
I want to look at the background.
I wanted to look at all the backgrounds and stuff. But it has like a weird mix. It doesn't have like a coherent message to it. Because on the one hand, it's like, oh, you got to be an individual. And then they're like, no, but being a team is better. I don't know. I don't think it has like a coherent message to it. Or I couldn't figure out what it was. Did you see it?
Maybe. I guess I didn't think about the message that deeply, to be honest. I saw it once. I just thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's like fun. You know, there's like laughs in it and stuff. You know, there's like a couple details that are fun, like that spaceman's helmet is cracked in the way that helmet always would crack. It made me smile.
Oh yeah. Also, I was glad I wasn't like spoiled about what happened. Like I didn't know about the Will Ferrell parts, like the live action section. And all that.
I kind of did.
I had no idea that was coming.
I did like that as like an excuse for why it was kind of disjointed and weird and fast, because I was like, oh, I guess if it's like a kid playing, I guess that would kind of make sense that it's like,
yeah, that's true. You can
insane.
Explain away any if there's any like problems with the plot or whatever. That's all like, hey, this kid made it up.
That seems like
a good
cop,
excuse.
it seems like kind of a cop out then.
Yeah. I searched Sideshow Mail Marge to see if there's anything like with. No one's ever combined them before. It looks like.
Nobody's done a crossover.
But there is a picture of. Yeah, I thought maybe it must have come up in the show at some.
No,
they never put a burn through Marge's hair.
Maybe if we get some Steven Universe fans into The Simpsons, they'll start merging them because they love to merge their characters.
Oh, do they? I didn't really know that much about Steven Universe.
Oh, I don't know if you'd like it.
They fuse. They're fusions, right? I've heard the word fusion.
Yeah, they can fuse together and like become different people.
Okay. I saw one episode where like they played baseball or something.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I really like it. If I could draw like anything, I feel like I would want to draw like Steven Universe, or I'd want if I had a show, I want it to look kind of like that.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a cool show. I have nothing against it. I just haven't really watched it.
All right, you hear that, Steven Universe fans? We're cool with Steven Universe. All right.
Yeah, I'm not like a hater. I just don't watch it. That's the only thing.
Whoa! Let's get
I'm
one
too busy
thing
watching
straight. We're not
haters. Too busy watching Mandy Patinkin shows.
Look, I know you kids love your Steven Universe, but I'm an adult and I'm watching my Mandy Patinkin shows. So lay off me.
Someone drew fan art of some of my characters as Steven Universe characters. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool. I'm gonna check that out.
I'll see if I can find that. I'll scroll through my history and find it. But yeah, that baseball episode was pretty good. That's when I just think all of Steven Universe is the characters playing baseball.
Yeah.
It's because I saw that one episode.
There's a good episode where the guy who voiced...
That one character with...
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, there is one episode that's like kind of a weird episode, but it's got the guy who voiced Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force shows up, and he kind of basically plays Carl to like as like a foil to everyone. It's some people didn't like it, but I thought it was kind of funny because he's just kind of like that. What are you guys doing? What is all this nonsense going on? It's kind of fun.
But is it maybe they didn't like this character being in Steven Universe? Was that why they didn't like it, or what?
I think because he is kind of like he's kind of like he's like a regular person. He represents kind of like just regular people.
Right.
Like the sort of just blue collar people. He's just like a regular dude. He's related to Steven, but he's just kind of like, I don't know about all this stuff. He's kind of weird.
Well, Carl was like a gross, like,
I mean, he's a less
kind of shitty person. Right?
He's a less gross. He's not not exactly like Carl, but he's kind of basically Carl.
Yeah. I'm assuming they would have turned him down a little bit for Steven Universe.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think this is pretty good. I think we got a bunch of good drawings. We got this DuckTales Simpsons crossover with Lisa and Maggie. We got Alpha 5 from Power Rangers in his coffin stuffed in there. We got some sci-fi action with Picard. Data missing his wiener. Got Lost and Snoke. Oh, these are great crossovers right here. This is how you generate clicks.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Fat Albert in his coffin.
Oh yeah, right. A lot of dead cartoon characters.
And then we have the Pitchfork.
Here we go. I found the.
This is what we
I
call.
found that Steven Universe fan art I was talking about.
Oh yeah, post it. Let me see if I can add the picture. Let's see if I can
Here, I'll link it to you.
All right.
Link it to you.
Okay, Tumblr redirecting. And this is what we call in the animation biz an IP, right? Intellectual property. This is a completely new intellectual property. Copy. Right, let's see. This is taking way too long.
Do you gotta like copy it into Photoshop or something?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
In order to see it on screen.
Photoshop.
Yeah.
That's the easier solution. There we go. Oh, okay. So you don't. Here we go.
It's kind of good.
So it looks like 2-2 is Amethyst. Commander, is that Commander? Is Pearl?
The blonde one is Commander.
Commander. Yeah. That's Stella as Garnet. And
Garnet, okay, that one. Yeah, see, Garnet, I'd seen pictures of the characters a lot before I ever saw the show.
Yeah.
And like I for some reason Garnet, I didn't expect that character to sound like that. She had like a pretty cool voice.
Yeah, she's got. I like the voice acting in that show. It's really good. And then is that Alan from Space Tree as Steven? Is that who
Oh,
that's
it's Jean from Moonface, but she has like the exact same voice as Alan.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen
Similar.
Moonface. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh no. I'm a fraud.
No, I'm saying it makes sense that you would confuse the two.
Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta check out Moonface. This is by Sandwich Surprise, then, or is that just the name of this art? Like it's a Sandwich Surprise.
Oh yeah, that's who drew it.
All right.
I don't know if I think they've changed their Tumblr account since then. This was from like a couple years ago or something.
Okay. Well, this is pretty cool.
I mean, people always change their Tumblr names, and then it's hard to find them.
I think that's a mistake. Guys,
Yeah.
if you got a Tumblr, keep your Tumblr name the same. Keep it consistent. People want to find you and see your work. If you want to follow Ed,
I want to be able to track you down.
yeah, if you want to follow Ed, you can follow him on Twitter at Ed Atlin. And is that the same as YouTube also? Is your YouTube URL the same? Let me check.
Oh yeah, it's youtube.com/@Atlin.
Yeah, go check out
Just
Ed's.
Google my name and you'll find my various. I'm like scattered across like different websites. I've got like a podcast on one website. I got a comic on Tumblr. Just Google my name and you'll find it.
Yeah, go check out Ed's videos. He's got almost 50,000 subscribers, so you know he's good.
Yeah, that's what it means, right? The more subscribers you have,
Yeah, the
that
better
means
you
the
are.
better you are.
That surprised. I think I had hadn't really checked in with you in like a couple of years, and then I looked up and I was like, damn, you blew up on YouTube. That's great. Good to see you get some recognition.
Well, yeah, look, different people like different things that I do, because some people will like the tutorial videos, but they won't care about the cartoon I made, and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's I don't know what I'm saying. I guess that high number is maybe deceptive.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just being self-deprecating as well.
Yeah. Maybe just a little bit, but I don't know. I think you're great. Keep doing shit. I guess that's it. I guess we'll clock out, as they say. Punch the clock. Get your time
Yeah,
cards.
it's been pretty fun.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out with me, Ed.
Thanks for hanging out with me.
All right. And as we always say, see you next time, chumps. And have a good evening or morning, depending on where you are.
Now we have to go. We got to go to Fat Albert's funeral.
Now we're going to the funeral.